This show is sponsored by MidasResources.com, your trusted source for precious metals since 1996. Call Midas today at 1-800-686-2237.
Good morning, greetings, friends, and welcome to The Bright Side, your nutritional program dedicated to the understanding of the vast world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. I'm your host, Pharmacist Ben, nutritional pharmacist from Boulder, Colorado, registered pharmacist number 12275. I specialize in using nutritional supplements where other healthcare practitioners use toxic pharmaceutical drugs and deadly medical procedures. If you suspect that there are natural nutritional roads to your vitality and health and well-being, and to addressing your health challenges, whatever they may be, but you don't know where to begin, you have come to the right place. As you listen to The Bright Side every day, you are more and more in control of your body, you are more and more knowledgeable, and you know you can overcome any health issue. That is why we're here every day on The Bright Side, helping clear up the sometimes confusing world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. Over the last 28 years of practicing pharmacy, I've seen drug-free recoveries from diabetes and hypertension and obesity and skin diseases like acne, psoriasis, eczema, rosacea, digestive ailments, autoimmune issues of all kinds, recoveries that by the standards of modern medicine can only be called a miracle. But what is in the world of the body, what is in the world of biology, standard operating procedure, because the human biological system is always a healing system. It's always a regenerating system. It is always divinely designed to heal and renew itself on a moment-to-moment basis. Unless something is mucking up the works, folks, it may seem like a miracle, but this renewing system is just the way the body works. If you have questions about health or nutrition or prescription drugs, if you want to get off your meds and get on a good nutritional supplement program, we can help you do that. Our call-in number on The Bright Side is 855-660-4261, and we welcome your calls. Questions about prescriptions, medications, health issues, health challenges, the longevity products, formulations, skincare ingredients. 855-660-4261 is your number. Of course, if you have a success story you'd like to share, or if you want to contribute to the conversation, likewise, 855-660-4261 is our call-in number on The Bright Side. If you want to purchase any of the longevity products you hear us talk about or advertise on the program, you can head over to my website, brightsideben.com. You can pull down on the shopping cart, order any products right off the website, or you can call the Bright Side Ben phone team at 866-735-2470. That's 866-735-2470. If you want to join us in our weekly phone conversations, we do a question, or we take a topic, a longevity topic, a health topic, and then answer a couple of questions every Sunday at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, Sunday evenings. The dial-in number is 605-562-3140. Thank you to Dixie Sedgwick, my friend who set that up, 605-562-3140. Participant access code 444-973-POUND, and that's every Sunday, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. If you're interested in checking out our YouTube videos, Amanda Rideout and myself do YouTube videos on skincare once a week. You can get on the mailing list by sending me an email to ben@ksco.com. Just let me know you want to get on our mailing list, and you'll get notified every time we do a new video. Okay, let's see. That's enough housekeeping to start. I want to continue talking about slow healing wounds, non-healing wounds, wound healing, and their alter egos, degenerative disease and aging. As we said before, degenerative disease and the aging process have a lot of similarities with wound healing. Degenerative disease can be thought of as a wound that doesn't regenerate. The aging process itself can be thought of as a slow healing wound or a non-healing wound, or some kind of breakdown in the body that is preventing the body, or where the body's not regenerating as it should. Yesterday we addressed the relationship between the steroid precursor hormones DHEA and 7-keto-DHEA. 7-keto-DHEA. They're both available in health food stores, but 7-keto-DHEA will help you avoid some of the side effects that are associated with DHEA. There's not a lot of side effects, but sometimes people may get some oily skin or some breakouts on their back. Sometimes people will notice that their hair is thinning if they take too much DHEA. I recommend around 1 milligram to 5 milligrams, maybe up to 10 milligrams a day. You always want to skip a day here and there with your steroid hormones, or even with your fatty nutrients in general, because the fatty nutrients are stored. So it's okay to skip a day here and there, and it's okay to skip a day on your DHEA and 7-keto DHA for supplementing that way. Today I want to continue talking about the wound healing, the whole wound healing process, the degenerative disease process. As I said, they're very similar. How can one of the most important aspects of the healing process also be one of the most important aspects of the disease process? That's a question we need to ask ourselves. Why? How is it that one of the most important aspects of healing can also be one of the most important aspects of the disease process? Well, as we said so many times on the bright side, there's a simplicity to the body. There's only a few things that the body can do. In a way, healing, one of the aspects of healing is similar to one of the aspects of wound healing. That's building. Because there's not a lot of things that happen in the body. In terms of biology, it's really just building and breaking down, building and breaking down, build up and break down. This is why the healing process is akin to the disease process. Healing is build up, and the disease process is break down. They're both fundamental aspects of how the body goes about its business. The disease process is the breakdown process, is when the breakdown process supersedes the build-up process. And healing and health is when the build-up process supersedes the breakdown process. I call it in the red or in the black. You're either in the red or in the black. And the way healing and disease are two sides of the same coin. They're heads and tails. It's the same coin. It's build-up / breakdown, or metabolism. The coin is called metabolism. The head side of the coin you could think of as anabolism or build up, and the tail side of the coin you could think of as catabolism or breakdown. In the red, in the black. It's the same coin, however. In terms of cells, which are really the crux of disease, all disease is cell disease, cells are either starved or suffocated or toxic if you are dealing with net breakdown, if you're net in the red, if you're net catabolic, if you're net degenerating. Your cells are either starved or suffocated or toxic or a combination thereof. And folks, it's as simple as that. It's so simple. It's not complex when it comes to healing and health. It's complex maybe if you want to go into all the little molecular chemical reactions and all the various molecules that are in a cell and all the different things that have to happen. Yeah, that's complicated. There's millions of chemical reactions going on in a cell every second. Sure, that's complicated. But as far as health goes, and as far as healing goes, and as far as accessing the regenerative powers of the body, that's not complicated at all. That's not even a medical issue. That's not even a doctor issue. That's a personal issue. That's our personal issue, and it's our personal responsibility. If you're not feeling as well as you should, if your body's breaking down, if you're dealing with a degenerative disease, what you're dealing with is a body that's net in the red. You're dealing with net breakdown. And if you're dealing with net breakdown, you're dealing with a cell issue, because all disease is cell disease. If you're dealing with a cell issue, you're dealing with toxicity, starvation, and suffocation. Toxicity meaning something's getting into the body that the body doesn't want to deal with or doesn't know how to deal with or is having a problem dealing with. Suffocation meaning lack of oxygen. And starvation meaning lack of the mighty 90 nutrients. That pretty much says it all. And that pretty much simplifies and sums up all of the mechanisms of degenerative disease, degenerative sickness, accelerated aging, etc. In order for wound healing, or any healing, to take place, lots of things have to go right. One of the processes that's involved in healing and health is the secretion of stuff. This is what cells do. Say all disease is cell disease, but what we really mean is cells aren't doing their business. So what's a cell's business? It's to make stuff. That's a cell's business, is to make things, to secrete things, to squeeze things out. Just like those old Play-Doh machines. Remember those old Play-Doh machines where you put the Play-Doh on the top and you press down and the Play-Doh will come out in all kinds of different weird shapes like stars or cylinders or whatever kind of a die you put in front of that machine. It's called extrusion. And this extrusion process that happens with a Play-Doh machine is pretty much how a cell works. Cells extrude things. Now, certainly they're doing stuff internally as well, but for the most part, when we have a degenerative disease, we got an extrusion problem. There's other things that could go wrong, certainly, but extrusion issues are a big problem when it comes to breakdown, when it comes to catabolism, when it comes to degenerative disease, especially the extrusion of connective tissue substances. The body is made up of 40 to 50% connective tissue, and this extrusion, this Play-Doh style bile extrusion is extremely important when it comes to connective tissue diseases, when it comes to the breakdown of the body, and when it comes to accelerated aging. All right, hang tight. I'll finish this up when we come back from our break. We'll take your phone calls as well at the bottom of the hour. 855-660-4261 is our number. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side. We'll be back after this.
Hey, gang, as you can imagine, living with the moniker America's Mr. Right can be kind of tough at times. But you know what? It's easy to live up to the challenge when you're feeling good. Hi, everybody. I'm Jason Lewis, and that's why I watch what I eat and supplement my diet with great products from Youngevity, like their great vitamin mineral complex drink, or a protein shake, or my favorite, probiotic dark chocolate, packed with antioxidants. You know, I love these products, and I'll bet you will, too. And now you can get them all at JasonLewisTeam.com. Now, look, these are just the things I like from Youngevity, but if you're looking for, say, a sports drink endorsed by an NBA All-Star, or a shot of Pollen Burst, the best energy drink on the market, it's all here, too. All you have to do is go to JasonLewisTeam.com or call 1-855-310-TEAM. Now, that's 1-855-310-TEAM. Get all these products and more and feel like America's Mr. Right. It's JasonLewisTeam.com.
Mike Stenerson from Midas Resources. At no time in history have precious metals been more important, certainly not in my 22 years in the industry. The dollar has lost over 90% of its value in the last 60 years. No fiat currency has ever survived the government printing presses. Ours is not immune. The time is now to be proactive. 1-800-686-2237, extension 116. Anything tied to the dollar is at risk. CDs, annuities, 401ks, IRAs, stocks, bonds, you name it, so decide. Do you want to leave a legacy of wealth or debt for your family? The choice is yours. Call me at 1-800-686-2237, extension 116. That's 1-800-686-2237, extension 116. Be proactive, not reactive. Call 1-800-686-2237, extension 116.
What good is a Big Berkey water filter?
We get that question a lot here at BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. And in a word, the answer is protection. Protection from water main breaks, E. coli contamination, environmental chemical spills, pesticide runoff, chlorine taste and smell, and all forms of fluoride. Plus, Big Berkey water filters are the original gravity water filter system and most trusted on the market for a reason. Tested by multiple independent NSF EPA certified labs, they are the gold standard in water purification. At only 1.7 cents a gallon, a single set of filters can last for 5 to 10 years. That means big savings. Big Berkey, the one that's powerful enough to purify stagnant pond water. Get a Big Berkey today at BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. GCN listeners receive 5% off all ceramic filter systems. Visit our website or call 1-877-99-BERKEY. That's 877-99-BERKEY. Big Berkey Water Filters, for the love of clean water.
At 30dayfoodsupply.com, you can now purchase a one-of-a-kind product not available anywhere else. A meatless burger dry mix in 4 delicious flavors. With our new Oregon Trail Foods vegan burgers, all you do is add water and fry. They need no refrigeration. They're packaged in Mylar bags with an oxygen absorber for a long shelf life. They're non-GMO. They're gluten, soy, nut, and chemical-free, but they're loaded with flavor. And a good source of carbs and protein, yet low in sodium. Flavors include Italian, spicy Mexican, 6 vegetable, and black bean olive. Go to 30dayfoodsupply.com or call 541-229-0010 and order today. Eat them every day, take them camping, or save them for an emergency. Check them out at 30dayfoodsupply.com and click on the vegan burger icon. That's 30dayfoodsupply.com, where all of our products are produced in Oregon by Oregon Trail Foods. 30dayfoodsupply.com.
Not just an alternative to the mainstream media. We're the premier independent talk radio network. We are GCN.
Hi, welcome back to The Bright Side. I am Pharmacist Ben. Got a couple lines open for you at 855-660-4261. We'll get to your calls here at the bottom of the hour. Try to call in early so we can get to as many calls as possible, and I don't have to leave anybody on hold. Hate leaving people on hold, which we invariably do. So please call in early. 855-660-4261 is our call-in number. If you want to purchase any of the longevity products that you hear us recommend or advertise on The Bright Side, you can call the Bright Side Ben phone team at 866-735-2470, or you can head over to brightsideben.com and pull down on the shop